Hey guys, I just wanted to pop on in really quick and just talk about some things that were on my mind. Okay. Um, you know, there are really, the internet really does have trolls. The internet really does have trolls. Um, I've gotten a few comments on, homeschooling and after schooling. And for me, I don't pay it no mind because I'm going to do what's best for me, my children, and this household. Okay. So I wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement, those who are after schooling and those who are homeschooling. First, let's address the homeschooling. If you choose to homeschool, that is your business. You do not, and I repeat, you do not have to provide answers or justification to anyone, family, friends, frenemies, or the like, co-workers, whoever, strangers. You do not have to give an explanation or help them understand why you made the decision to homeschool for as a preference for education for your kiddos. Okay, there are many reasons why people decide to homeschool. You can decide to homeschool because your children, you feel as though they're being left behind, or if you may feel as though they're not seeing adequate growth, or it may be for religious reasons, or it may be because, you're a military family and you travel a lot and it makes sense, or because your children are in competitive sports and it just makes sense, or because your children are in the entertainment industry, or you're trying to get them into the entertainment industry, so it just makes sense. Or because your children may have a learning disability and they're not giving or receiving adequate attention or adequate resources at whatever school they're enrolled in. Or because you want to choose the curriculum yourself, or because you may not, or because you feel as though there may be teachings in the public school system that you don't agree with, in terms of lifestyle, as an example. You may decide to homeschool, or you may decide to homeschool your children because you feel as though, you can educate them better, or because you don't see yourself in the books, or they're teaching, liberal or inaccurate information that you disagree with. There are many reasons why people decide to homeschool. Maybe your school district sucks. Or maybe your school district is awesome and it's great. However, there's not, enough representation in terms of diversity. Whatever the reason, that's your business. Please don't feel as though you have to explain your reasoning to other people. Now, if people have a natural curiosity as to why you would decide to do that, go ahead and share that information if you so choose to. But once people start questioning your motives or questioning your ability to homeschool as if you cannot teach your own children, conversation stops right there. Okay? Right there. You are able to homeschool your children. You are able to after school and tutor your own children. Okay. As a parent, you raise your children. As a parent, you teach them how to walk, how to talk. You teach them how to eat. You teach them manners. You teach them life skills. You help them with their homework. You do so much for your children. Why is it that when it comes to learning ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, or reading comprehension, grammar, history, science, or whatever, why is it then that you're not qualified? Honey, you are qualified. Keep teaching your children. For those that after school, come on, guys. Don't let people make you feel as though you cannot tutor your own children. There are people that send their kids out to Sylvan Learning, Kumon Learning, and all these other after school tutoring things. Okay? 1 minute. Yes. People send their children to Kumon Learning, Sylvan Learning, all these after school tutoring type institutions. I know people of the Asian, Middle Eastern, and Asian, Middle, and Indian descent, and Jewish people who send their kids to, I'm sorry guys, Sanaya. Sorry about that. That send their children to these Saturday enrichment days where they are getting tutored. They are, gaining some skills for foreign language, for life skills, enrichment. Why can they do it, but nobody else can? Or why don't you say anything about that? You know what I mean? Like, instead of spending $600 a month, yes. When my son was in the second grade, I considered the whole Kumon learning thing and the Sylvan learning, and I was going to spit out about $600 to $700 a month. And that's what got me to thinking, heck to the no. Why would I go and spend that kind of money to have somebody else teach my son, critical thinking or logic or math skills or reading comprehension or grammar, or to tutor them? I said, no, I'm going to figure this thing out and I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to save that money and I'm going to be my own Kumon learning. I'm going to be my own Sylvan learning. I'm going to be my own tutoring services for my kid. You can do this, guys. Okay. Instead of spending all that money and sending your kids here and there to do worksheets all day, you have the ability to do it yourself. You don't need a degree. You don't need to be a teacher. You don't need a certification. You don't need anything but having love for your children, wanting the best for your children, wanting to give them a feast of information, wanting to expose them and give them opportunities to so many things. You are the best teacher. There is no one else like you, mom, dad, caretaker. There is no one else better to tutor and to teach and to educate their children than you, the parent. If you're uncomfortable with teaching your children, that's a different story. But if you are comfortable with teaching your children and tutoring them and helping them and guiding them and facilitating learning, do it. Don't let these naysayers make you feel any other way. Okay? You got this. Keep putting your children first. Keep educating your own. Okay? And use resources like my channel to give you the motivation and encouragement you need to keep pushing on, and to give you ideas and methods and techniques that you can utilize to help your children. We're in this together. You owe no one an explanation. Okay? At the end of the day, we are not going to throw our children out to the wolves. We are not going to throw our children out into this world being unprepared, unaware, and without the basic skills that they need to be successful and productive men, women in our society. And I do apologize if this is coming across as a rant, but it's bothersome. It's bothersome sometimes that people really think that you don't have the best interest for your children, as if you can't, do what's best for your children. Here I am. I have an MBA. I have so many certifications. I manage and lead people, lead multi-million-dollar projects, probably almost at $1 billion, but I can't teach my children. I train other people. I train adults, but I can't teach my children. I budget and do accounting for organizations, but I can't teach my children math. Come on, guys. Don't let these people who are on the internet, making you feel negative about your decision. Don't let them impede on the progress that you're making. Don't let them stop you from taking that first step or continuing to take the steps and to go down the journey of self-educating your children, regardless of if you're doing it as an after-schooler and your child is enrolled in school full-time, or if you are a homeschooler and you make the decision to keep your children home and to educate them. Okay? And this whole socialization and being socialized type stuff for those who homeschool their children. People, come on now. When my child was in school, he got in trouble for talking in class. He got in trouble for talking while they were in line. He got in trouble for being a little too rambunctious on the playground, but he's there to socialize, and that's going to make, him be a better social person going to school. My child has received so much socialization and socializing. There's a difference between the two, okay? while being homeschooled than I think he did at school. Okay. He is not only with people who are in his grade level, but he is, interacting with people younger than him, kids his age, people, older than him, and adults. Everywhere we go, we have the opportunity to interact with people. We understand the social norms. Homeschoolers understand the social norms of society. We understand, what's awkward and what's not awkward. Okay. We're not purposefully, turning our kids into, awkward little robots or something like that. Okay. Our children are interacting with people, all ages, hopefully all ethnicities and all cultures as well. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video and just, throw some things out there, because people in their comments, y'all crazy. These people crazy. These people are crazy. Like, there really are trolls out there, but hey, I'm here. And one more thing about, socialization and socializing, kids who are homeschooled, they're also a part of little league sports. They're a part of your swim teams, your soccer teams, your intramural sports, your neighborhood leagues. My child has done football, he has done karate / martial arts, he has done swimming, he has done soccer, he's currently doing chess, he is in this PE type obstacle warrior type of physical fitness course. He's in online book clubs, he's taking cooking classes. Our children are being we have our children's best interest at heart. I don't just tell my son, oh, you are going to do this, you better do this, I don't care how you feel. Although school is like that, it doesn't matter how the child feels. The child may not want to do that particular science, that particular math. They may not want to learn about British history. They may want to learn about Asian history. They may not want to learn, Spanish or French or Latin. They may want to learn Japanese because they're into anime and manga. School doesn't give them that option to make those kind of decisions and tailor their learning and love of learning around their interests. No, but homeschooling does. Homeschooling allows us to tailor our children's interests around the subjects that they are learning. Homeschooling is legal in all 50 states as of the making of this video in 2019. Okay, so we appreciate your concern. We appreciate, your inquisitiveness in terms of what we're doing with our children. We appreciate that, because you're just making sure, we're not abusing our kids. And we appreciate that. Thank you. But at the end of the day, there are children. So if you're a naysayer and you're watching this video, cut it out. Okay, please cut it out and go teach your own. On that note, be blessed, guys, and make it a great day. Bye.